What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wrestle Realm. I'm Ryan Milkey, and in this video, we are going to be predicting WrestleMania Night 2 of WrestleMania 41. Not going to be doing it alone, though. I'm going to be joined by some very esteemed guests. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Buckle in, get your popcorn, get your drinks, and let me know in the comments what you predict for each of these matches. Okay. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, the YouTube sensation himself. I'm not going to beat about the bush with this one. You all know that I have a love for Logan Paul. I think he is a fantastic wrestler in the WWE, and he's also the closest thing that I could ever be to being a WWE superstar. He's a YouTuber, I'm a YouTuber, and he's also a WWE superstar. So it just shows that anything can happen, especially in this world of entertainment, with sports entertainment being as big as it is. And if you can get numbers for them, they'll probably do something with you. Unfortunately, this might be one of the last WrestleManias for AJ Styles. I know he said he's going to be retiring pretty soon. He's a great wrestler, and he always has been. I absolutely popped when he arrived on the Raw TV at the Royal Rumble. He was a massive TNA wrestler. I loved him for years before he got to WWE. But I'm sorry, AJ. I can't knock back my boy Logan. I think Logan wins, gets the boo of the crowd. And I also think Mr. Beast will be in the Prime Bottle this year. I think Mr. Beast will be in the Prime Bowl. I'm going to pass it down to you, Jeremy.
Okay.
You know these two.
I'm going to say that, these are the two that I named, aren't they? I'm going to say if this is the last year for Styles, it theoretically maybe
one of the last years, yeah.
But, there's two schools of thought. You could go out on top or you could kind of pass the baton, right? And while I got mad respect for Logan Paul and what he's done and accomplished in his life, I'm going to have to give this one to AJ Styles. Let him go out on top.
Yeah, that's a good one. Charles?
Wow. I watched the first episode of the new Paul. Was it Possum?
Awesome Paul America.
Or whatever it is. Wasn't bad. Still don't like Logan Paul. AJ Styles, awesome wrestler, has put his dues in. I think AJ Styles pulls this one off. I don't like Mr. Beast being in the bottle. I don't think he could take a hit if he needed to. So I don't know who's in the bottle. AJ wins.
Okay. There's rumors that it's Mr. Beast, Kai Cenat, or it's going to be one of those two, because we've already had iShow Speed and we've already had KSI. It'll be one of those two, most likely.
Okay.
Prime are a sponsor of WWE pay-per-views. They have a Prime hydration station ringside that usually is just a barricade for wrestlers to get thrown into. I don't know if they still have Prime advertised on the mat anymore. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I'm not 100% sure. But if WrestleMania, they probably will have some sort of Prime segment going on. Luau, where are you going with this one?
Well, I think Styles has 2 or 3 more years on his contract. So I don't believe it's quite the end where you want to give him the win. I think they both will go. I think this will be a very entertaining match, some high flying, some great stuff. I think it will be Logan's brother in the Prime Bottle, and that will cost AJ, and we will see the Maverick win. Logan Paul wins. AJ has a great match. I think it's a great match. I'm going with his brother is in there, throws AJ off, Logan wins, WrestleMania.
Great take.
I didn't think about the brother, because I can see it now. They take the thing off. It's Jake Paul.
Do it. It's 50-50. Maybe they do a nice entrance with him, but I just got to feel the brother is there and does something.
No, I think you're hitting the nail on the head, because then it gives Michael Cole the perfect thing to say, don't forget to check out Paul America live, the TV show. It gives you that connection which you get the two brothers live on the same camera.
Yeah,
that's a great shout, Luau. Love it. You've been doing these all night. And that's why we invite him in. Guys, you can find these guys also in the description down below. Definitely check out all their channels. Luau goes live once a month, maybe sometimes twice a month, and he's always giving wrestling predictions, because I'm always asking him questions in the chat. So you can get more of his wrestling knowledge throughout the year, not just over WrestleMania. Poppin's got multiple channels. You'll find him here, there, and everywhere. Jeremy's also got multiple channels. He likes talking about digital art and NFTs and all things like that. So definitely check them out in the description below. And let's continue. Okay. So we have the transsexual Undertaker, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. This is a basically repeat of WrestleMania 40. Luau, you were there live. You saw Drew McIntyre win the title and then have it taken off him in under 5 minutes with Damian Priest cashing in the Money in the Bank. I think it was only the second time that had happened at WrestleMania. This match is also going to be a street fight, I believe. So it's going to be a Vegas street fight. I couldn't care less for this match. All I care is that Drew McIntyre does not lose, because I don't think he can afford to lose again. He keeps losing. He's kept losing. I liked the thing he did recently with the eye patch. He played something in his eye. He got Damien in, got the prey to get a little bit closer, and then he striked. Drew McIntyre is going to win this, I believe, quite brutally. It's going to be all over the arena. It's going to be a fun one. I can see Damian Priest taking quite a high spot and being laid with his eyes in the back of his head. So, yeah, Drew McIntyre to win. And he's from Ayr, Scotland. I literally can't go against him or he'll beat me up next time he sees me in the street. Jeremy?
I have to go with Drew McIntyre. Look at that luscious, long, flowing mullet. That's beautiful. So I'm all down. That's it.
Yes.
Gotta go with McIntyre.
The Scottish psychopath himself.
Yeah.
You're going with Drew. Interesting. Charles, where are you going?
Drew McIntyre, for sure. Like you said, I don't think he can afford to lose another one, or they'll have to put him in a loony bin. So, Drew McIntyre.
That'll lock everybody up for their own safety because he's going to go crazy.
Yeah. Lock the stadium down if he loses, for sure. So.
Okay. Luau, now you're about to tell me why Damian Priest is going to win this, aren't you?
This is an easy one to call. It's a no-brainer. Drew McIntyre.
Okay. I thought he was going to flip it and tell me why Damian Priest was going to win. Love it. We all got on the same page with that one. Okay. This is a really, really fun match, I think. Could be a stealer for night 2, in my opinion. So we have Bron Breakker, the Intercontinental Champion, and he's going against Dominic Mysterio, the son of Rey Mysterio, Finn Balor, and Penta. Now, Lou, I'm going to let you go with this one first, and we'll go back down the ladder. Go ahead.
So, why we have to have a 4-ways beyond me? It's like the WrestleMania of 3-ways and 4-ways. But I think you see some of a dissolve of the Judgment Day when you're talking with Damien and Finn. There's going to be some stuff going on there. Braun is just nasty. However, I think that this is the end of him holding the IC title, and they have some maybe yearn to go up. Maybe if you put the man with the yeet at the title, this could be the next guy. I don't know. But I think somehow, some way, Penta. I don't know how you do that.
Zero miedo.
There it is. Penta wins the IC title.
Okay, Jeremy, how did you just know what to do?
I just watched Luau do it.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm like, how did he get that right?
He secretly watches Luchador Wrestling.
He could be the man in the mask under the Penta mask.
It could be.
Charles, what do you say on this one?
I have to agree with Luau. Penta wins. I see Dom and Finn Balor going at it. From what I've seen, Finn Balor isn't happy with Judgment Day, so it kind of looks like he's kind of on his way out, anyways. Maybe that's just me, but it kind of looks like that. I agree with the Bron Breakker thing. I think his time as Intercontinental is over. Penta wins. I would love to see Bron Breakker go against Yeet if Yeet wins. That would be an awesome match. So, yeah, Penta. Okay. And there's so much hype on Penta right now that they have to run with it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I'll first say I apologize for my lack of knowledge on all this subject, which is probably why you brought me here.
That's why we invited you, so that you were the non-wrestling fan.
I mean no offense to anybody when I make my attempts at comedy and all that, but hope you find humor in it. But I'm just looking at this picture, realizing that it's not a tag team, right? It's a 1v1v1v1.
Yeah, it's a fatal 4-way.
Okay. Then I'm looking in the bottom right corner at Penta going, that looks terrifying. I'm all in on Penta.
Okay. Interesting. So I agree with most of what you guys have said. I believe the Judgment Day are imminent to break up. I believe Bron Breakker is definitely needing that step up. I don't know he goes against Jay, though, because I predict Gunther to win. I think he goes against Gunther. I think that's a better match than Jay, in my opinion. But where I think you guys are wrong is I think Dominic Mysterio wins the title, and that's what makes Finn Balor leave, because he was the one that was saying he was going to win title for Judgment Day, but it's Dominic that goes and does it, and then Finn Balor's had enough. He's like, I can't deal with this. I'm leaving, and that's how we get the end of the Judgment Day, with Dominic Mysterio as the title. That also frees up Penta for 6 months' time to join his brother, and we get the Lucha Bros, and we get maybe the Usos, and we get the New Day. I think that the tag team title scene over the next 12 months could really vamp up if we get the Lucha Brothers, if we get the Usos, and we get them back. I think Dominic Mysterio wins this belt.
That's a good prediction. I like
Good
that.
argument, yeah.
That's a good one.
So that's where I'm going. Thank you very much. Let me know, guys, in the comments down below who you agree with. Just comment Fatal 4-Way and then the name of the person you agree with on the panel. Let's move on to so go from a decent match to this absolute drivel of shit. Liv Morgan versus Raquel Rodriguez versus the Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria and Bayley, who have literally just been put together in the last 2 weeks. I really don't know what to say about this. I don't want Liv Morgan and Raquel to retain. I don't think they're going to retain, but I also don't think Lyra Valkyria and Bayley should be champions either, with Lyra Valkyria being the Women's Intercontinental. So it's a really strange one. I'm going to say no contest, no winner. I'm going to say no contest, no winner at WrestleMania. That's my prediction.
Wait, that's an
Jeremy,
option?
what say you? I think it's an option, yeah. Because if it's a double count out or there's an injury beforehand, I think someone might attack. I just don't know who.
Well, it's interesting. You say utter rubbish or whatever terminology you used. I can't remember, but I looked at this screen and thought, oh, well, this is the one I would watch. So I don't know. I mean, I as a brunette guy, I got to go with Bayley and Valkyria.
Okay, interesting. Charles?
I'm gonna have to say I agree with you that with Valkyrie already holding a title, she doesn't need another one. But I also I see Liv Morgan and Rodriguez going their own way. If they lose it, they split. They do their own thing.
They're also part of Judgment Day if it happens with Finn Balor and Dominic and it splits.
Yeah, they lose their belt. That could be the split of Judgment Day as well. I think Bayley and Lyra win.
Okay. Luau, what about you? Are you as confused as I am? I just don't get it.
I think, it's not really a great match. It's like a throw together type thing. Lyra Valkyrie would be a lot more better served to be in a singles match and defend her belt. I think something happens with Valkyrie and Bayley, and that gives Morgan and Rodriguez the ability to win the match and set up a future Valkyrie Bayley kind of feud situation. That's what I think happens. They're keeping the belts, I think, on Raquel and Liv. These two aren't the ones that are going to take the belts off them.
Okay. Do we think Bayley might turn heel?
I don't.
Is she already heel?
I think it's just sort of like the pair of them. Just there's something that happens. I think you make Bayley the heel over Lyra. Not to mention, maybe this is an opportunity that we could see somebody come down the aisle that we haven't seen in almost a year. Maybe
a red-headed man?
The man comes because the man's got Bayley, has some history with Valkyrie. Maybe this is the chance where the man makes an appearance.
Okay,
maybe
that would be cool, and it would be a talking point if Becky Lynch did return.
Just maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
This guy.
Here you go. So, Charles, I'm going to give you the honor to go first with this one, seeing as you are Rhea's future ex-husband. You can take the first dibs spot with this one. We have Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky versus Bianca Belair in a Women's World Championship triple threat match. What say you, Charles? What do you know?
Again-
What has she texted you? What has she told you?
She doesn't. We don't talk anymore. It's just a paycheck type of thing anymore. Again, I don't think this needs to be a three-way match. She didn't earn her chance to be there, and I'm speaking of Rhea Ripley. So, and you know how I love Rhea Ripley, but the way they've been treating Io Sky, kind of like a second-rate citizen almost. Bianca Belair's an opposing threat. It's going to be wild, but I'm going to say Bianca Belair is going to win this.
Okay.
I love Rhea Ripley. I love everything she does, her wrestling style, everything. But I think Bianca Belair wins this. Pins Rhea Ripley for sure.
Interesting. Jeremy, I'm going to give you a little bit of a snippet. Bianca Belair has never been pinned at WrestleMania. She's undefeated at WrestleMania. 7 years in a row, I think it is. Go ahead, Jeremy. What do you think of this one?
I was really hoping Luau would go first on this one, but I'll go ahead and take a stab at it. If she hasn't been pinned yet, this isn't going to be the. So I'll go with Bianca.
Okay. I'll go with this one, and then we'll give it to the Luau for his expert opinion at the end. I think the Jade Cargill and Naomi match could have something to do with this. I think if Naomi loses against Jade Cargill and we get to night 2, Naomi could come storming down to Bianca Belair. You told me it would work. And causing a scene, and everyone's like, what's going on? And Bianca's like, shh, don't say anything right now, shush. And we find out that she was the ringleader behind the attack on Jade Cargill. That could then play into her losing. I don't think Rhea Ripley's winning either. As Charles said, she doesn't earn her spot into this title match. I think everyone's overlooking Io Sky, and I think Io Sky will steal the win because these two will just be arguing with each other and clashing head all night, and Io will steal the win. They've been pushing her over in literal conversations in the middle of the ring. Just get out of our face. We're more important than you are, whereas Io is the champion. We all forget Io beat Rhea Ripley live on Raw for that title, and nobody thought she was going to do it. I believe Io Sky retains and walks out laughing just like Seth Rollins. Luau, what about you?
I think this will be an interesting match. Io Sky has actually beaten Rhea twice, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that what will happen is Bianca is getting ready to win this match, and Jade comes down. Costs Bianca only because Bianca's a SmackDown person. Jade's SmackDown. This is a Raw belt. You want to keep Bianca belongs there to continue that feud, and Jade will cost Bianca just like she did Naomi back in the cage. I think that's enough then to cause somebody to win. I'm kind of torn on this one. I think Jade will cost Bianca. Bianca ready to win. Jade will cost Bianca. Io Sky jumps in and holds on to the title because you don't need Rhea to have the belt. And
Agreed.
If you have Rhea have the belt, who in Raw is going to beat her? Who's going for her?
Yeah, she just beat everybody in the last 12 months, didn't she?
Yeah, there's not there's no meat on the bone there as of yet. That sets up a nice little thing on SmackDown with Bianca and Jade, and Io maybe sits there, and maybe we see Io Asuka in the future when Asuka's ready to come back, something like that. But I think Jade plays a big part in this because Bianca is going to turn heel in future weeks, and Io holds on to the belt.
Nice.
Okay, good one. I like it. I really do like Io Sky as champion. I think she's a real good workhorse champion. She's a great wrestler, and people don't give her the dues that I think she deserves.
If there was someone dominant on Raw, I could see maybe, but there's no one dominant on Raw right now, so I'd
like Asuka to return and Io Sky to go into a feud with Asuka. I think that would be brilliant. So yeah, let's move on to what is the main event. So we need Mark Henry again.
It's time for the main event.
Thank you, Mark Henry. Your check is in the post, although it probably won't go past Khan's office. This is the main event. This is the most highly anticipated match in WWE for the last 6 months. The Luau is frothing at the mouth to give his opinion on this match. He can't wait It's John Cena, heel John Cena, I might add, against Cody Rhodes, the franchise of WWE, the babyface, the homelander, you might say. Luau, take us away with this one.
Well,
I'm going to buckle in.
Should be no surprise. I'm not a huge John Cena fan. I know eventually they're going to give him that 17th championship. It's going to happen eventually, but they're not doing it on heel John Cena. I don't see it. They're not ready to take the belt off Cody. I think, and I also think John's older and doesn't go. You know what I mean? So this has got to be a match where you're going to have a lot of interference. I believe Travis Scott and The Rock are coming down. I think Cena's ready to go, and all of a sudden you hear the glass break. The man comes down there, clears the house. It's The Rock and Stone Cold face to face, and Cody Rhodes retains the championship. They are not ready to take the belt off of him, in my feeling. I think they will give a 17th title to Cena eventually before he goes, or maybe not. You never know. Cena, I don't know if he quite desires to have that record. So, but I don't think it's happening tonight. I think you're going to see a lot of interference. I think The Rock will be there. Travis Scott will be there. I had this feeling Stone Cold as well, or somebody, and Cody retains.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Charles, what say you? Can you see John Cena?
I agree with no. I cannot see him. I cannot see him winning. I can see him carrying the title at some point this year, winning it his last year. But then you got to remember he also has to lose the title before the end of the year. So now he goes out on a loss. So do they even give him the title like Luau said? And he goes out on a loss. Do you really want that in your, But Cody Rhodes wins this. I do agree there's going to be a lot of interference with The Rock and Travis Scott. Love to see Stone Cold come out. He does live right down the road, very close. So he can drive his race buggy over there.
He also will be at the Hall of Fame.
There you go. He's gonna be there in the hotel. So Cody Rhodes wins this one. I don't see Cena winning not this match. So
okay. Interesting. Jeremy, what say you?
I mean, I'm going to assume it's going to be a 3-1 vote on this one, but I'm going John Cena all the way. It's just going to happen. I think you guys, if I was a betting man, I would listen to these guys and probably you, but definitely. But I'm just going to go out on a limb here and call the upset.
Well, John Cena returned. Was it the Royal Rumble? Or was it Elimination Chamber? Can't remember which one. He returned anyway, and he
Elimination Chamber.
He won the Elimination Chamber and turned heel, and he's going away in December. This is his last 12 months wrestling, and then he's going to retire from in-ring competition. So you're still going with John Cena as a heel to win?
Can't change my mind.
Okay. I will have said at the beginning of this WrestleMania building that I wanted John Cena to win this. I'm a massive John Cena fan. I've always been a John Cena fan. I want him to have 17 world titles. I think WWE is a company of making moments that can be played into the zeitgeist of history and replayed as this is a moment in the WWE, and that would be one of the biggest moments ever if John Cena gets 17. Having a friend like the Luau who sends you numerous voice notes over the last couple of months, he has persuaded me to change my mind that it isn't the time. The time is not now for John Cena to have 17. He is a heel. It doesn't work to him have the title. He's been saying he's going to win this title and he's going to go home and he's not going to come back. Well, that's not the case because we know you're scheduled for another 17 dates over the next 12 months. So by that default, Cody Rhodes wins. Unfortunately, though, because I'm sorry, I'm sick of Cody Rhodes. I'm sick to the back teeth of him, and I don't have many back teeth left. He's too Cody cutter, baby cutter, prim and proper. Like, I wish he'd swear one time in the ring or something. Like, we did get the one, but then that got dropped, and then it went to this John Cena thing. I'm more interested in Cody and The Rock than I am Cody and John Cena or Cody and Travis Scott, which is probably who's his next opponent's going to be. I think Travis Scott might get involved. and it'll be Travis Scott wrestling against maybe Cody Rhodes, because Cody Rhodes can look after the celebrity kind of debut wrestler. Yeah, I'm going to go Cody Rhodes wins. I love how the Luau played it out with the rattlesnake turning up and the glass shattering. I think it is perfect. It's in Las Vegas. It's literally around the corner.
You're going to have to go probably 30, 45 minutes. He can't go like that. He's not in that kind of shape.
Yeah,
so you got to
agreed.
have the spots. You got to have the stuff. And you're going to need more than just The Rock and, Travis Scott. You may need, I don't think you used The Undertaker. You used him last year. You'd love Stone Cold lives near there. He's going to be there for the Hall of Fame. It would blow it up to have Stone Cold and The Rock face to face in a ring again. Last
year, The Undertaker's gong went off and the crowd absolutely lost their shit. This year, the glass breaks, the crowd again loses their shit. I think it's going to be a trope of Triple H WrestleMania moments going forward.
You need to have the moments to save this, and
I agree.
Stone Cold Rock, that would be epic.
And John Cena hitting 17. I agree. All of those things.
I wonder if he really wants it, though. I don't know if that's really... He's one of the smartest guys from business to everything. And I think in the back of his mind, he doesn't want to have it on his own. Or if he does, he would want Flair there, and Flair can't be there. Mm-hmm. So...
Interesting. I think he wins 17 as a babyface, and then at the end of the year, we get a Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect pay-per-view in honor of John Cena, and he goes out on his back to a rookie there. John Cena's always been the open challenge guy. When he wins a title, he gives an opportunity to somebody else in the back. I think that's how he goes out at the end.
We get him the title, whether it's SummerSlam, because whatever they give him the title, I think he's going to hold it long because he's got movie premieres and filming and everything like that. I think they give it to him, maybe Survivor Series, something like that. And maybe it's not this title. Maybe it's the other title. And I'm going to say the man that'll take it off of him at year's end will be CM Punk.
Oh, I love that prediction. And that's a prediction for the future, guys. So lock that one in. You know it. Luau said it straight away on this live stream. It's going to be a good one. I think that's the last match. Yeah, we have 2 black screens there. So that's cool. We will just leave that one on. I want to thank my amazing co-hosts this evening, Jeremy, Charles, and the Luau, for joining me on this WrestleMania predictions. What did you guys think of our WrestleMania predictions? Did you agree with us? Did you disagree with us? Let us all know down in the comments down below. And whilst you're down there, click those little blue links where you'll be directed to all these guys' amazing channels. And yeah, this isn't the last you're going to be seeing of WrestleRealm. It's actually the first of the WrestleRealm, because we're going to be here every week. I feel like WrestleMania is the end of a season and it opens a new chapter in the world of wrestling, and we're going to follow it all the way to next WrestleMania. And who knows, I might even get to one in real life.
Raw after Mania is going to be big. Get ready.
It is. It's going to be huge. Definitely. So without further ado, I think we're going to go with Mark Henry to let us know that it's that time again. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
It's time for the main event.
And